Hey guys, Solman here. Welcome to Let's Play Cube World. Created by Pichroma and currently in its open alpha, Cube World is what I consider to be a very fun open world action RPG. It has a very colorful art style, which does add bonus points to it, especially since it's very reminiscent to another game I've played called 3D Dot Game Heroes for the PS3, and I adored that game. Sure, it was a tribute to the original Legend of Zelda, but I mean, it still had a lot to offer on its own, and this game is very much the same thing, even if a lot of people like to call it a Minecraft clone. Well, that's not true. Like I said, this is an action RPG. It doesn't have a strong focus on building or crafting, although crafting does help you get a lot of good stuff to better your gameplay and everything. But this is more on fighting monsters and protecting the people and going on quests and pretty much everything you would expect of an MMO. Now, for that reason, there are a few balancing issues with this that does make the gameplay a little tedious, especially for single player. But because it's an open alpha, I'm willing to forgive most of that, and I will cover some of it, kind of as a warning, but by no means should you not buy this game. I mean, this is a very fun game. I definitely suggest that people get it. My only recommendation is that if you do get it, make sure you have friends to play with, because this game is a little less tedious on multiplayer when you have people to help support you, and, well, it's just more fun to play this game with other people. So, before I get into the game, let me just point out one of those things I mentioned that kind of gets on my nerves with this game. Mainly, it's with the mode and resolution of this game. Sometimes when you switch to windowed mode from full screen, it won't always switch to windowed mode, and if you try to down the resolution, well, what's the best way to put this? Basically, the heads-up display and all this other stuff, none of it scales to the resolution. Like, the size of the window will change, but nothing else will. So, say I switch to 800 by 600 pixels, for instance. If we go back here to the main menu here, then what you're going to end up getting is everything getting cropped out. Because the logo will not scale, the options will not scale, but the window size will change. So what you end up with is everything getting cropped out. And once you get into actual gameplay, the heads-up display does not scale either, so everything just kind of gets pushed toward the center because it's locked to the corners and to the sides and everything, and it just kind of turns into a little bit of a cluttered mess. I don't know, my recommendation, Pichroma, if you happen to be watching this, try to work on scaling everything so that you don't have this issue, so that everything doesn't look so cluttered. Just a small suggestion, nothing too big. Especially if you like to play this game in HD like I am, so that said, let's get into the game. Now, I have played this game a little bit as two of the different classes that this game has to offer. I'm going to go ahead and recreate one of my characters here, so let's take a look at the character customization here. So, as you can see, we have several different race choices here. We have humans, elves, dwarves, orcs, goblins, lizards, undead, and frogmen. Because I am boring, I'm going to stick with a human. You can choose to be a boy or a girl. I'm going to be a boy for obvious reasons. And as for class, you have the warrior, which is strongly melee. You have the ranger, which is archery. Mages, which are magic. And rogues, which are more about agility. I haven't played the rogue or the warrior, so I don't know how they play. I honestly do not like the ranger, but that's more of a personal preference than anything. But I do love the mage. And I'll be playing as him for this one video. For faces, you have 2 different skin colors and 3 different sets of eye colors. So, pick the combination that you like the most. And you have 15 haircuts in this game. So I'll just go through them real slowly here. So the one I'm going to go with is probably going to be... where is it here? It's probably going to be haircut number 2. And I'm going to go for... this shade of blue hair. Yeah, that looks right. Alright. Now we name my character, Solman the Mage, and let's create him. And now we get to create a world. Now, like I said, I definitely recommend you play on multiplayer games, so either have some friends who can create a server for you to play on, or go find a multiplayer world to play on. But for this video, because I don't want to mess with other players, screwing up my footage, let's go make a new world. So, now we need to create a seed number, so let's see, what number will I go with? I'll just take whatever time is on my timer currently, so 04508. And we will name this world, let's see, How about we call it Star Valley? There we go. And now, let's load up the world, and hope that I don't get that one bug where it just continuously pushes me in one direction for some reason. It just locks one of my keys sometimes when I enter the world, but I think that was just because I was pressing down on the key when it was loading. Thankfully, it seems that did not happen this time, but I am spawned a little close to bumblebees here, which I do not like. Yeah, so most enemies, if their name's in red and they have a red hit bar... Oh crap, it aggroed. Yeah, most enemies will aggro on you. You want to try to avoid that. Oh jeez, I am gonna die. So, if you run away long enough, then eventually they will give up the chase and not bother you anymore. What is that, a bear? That's a wolf. Oh. Okay, good, he de-aggroed. Great! So, now I can not worry as strongly, and, are those friendlies or not? Okay, good. So, if you see an NPC or someone who's in blue like this, it means A, you cannot attack them, but it also means that they will be friendly to you. So if you're in trouble, they will come to your aid. So let's talk to one of them. Well, this guy likes writing, so too bad about that. Oh, we found a cotton plant. Alright, so one thing about this world is that you'll often find stuff in the wild like this, which you can just pick up and... Well, there you go. You can collect a lot of items in the wild, and this really helps with stuff. Now, I saw this scrub down here, which I do want to collect real quickly. We got mushrooms right here. Is that a heart plant? Heart plants, alright. Heart flowers, sorry. What are those things? Snout beetles, okay. So yeah, you want to stay away from anything with a red name, especially at level 1. Scrubs, okay. Now, to just make sure I don't get myself sidetracked here, heart flowers are really good, because... Give me a sec to get a nice little clearing here, and I can show off the crafting system. Now, starting off, you have a basic set of items here you can craft, but some of them will require certain things, which you'll find in towns and other places. So we can make armor, we can make amulets, we can make food, we can make Gingxi soup and pineapple slices. They require certain items to do it, however. And we can make potions. Now, potions will restore 200 HP over a period of time, and I should have potions on my hotbar if I close my menu there. See, as you can see there near the bottom, I have potions set to Q. So if I press Q, I will start drinking a potion. What's interesting about a potion is that it counts as an action, kind of like doing an attack. So you'll be drinking the potion over time as you are running, and it looks really silly. Maybe I'll show it here later in the video. But going back to crafting for a moment, this is where heart flowers come into play. So if I have a water flask, which you get by taking a bottle of water and filling it in a water source, you can craft it right here in the open, make yourself some extra potions. And those can be really good in battle. Now, what I just destroyed was a scrub, which can be used to get cobwebs. You can use those to... Let me just make sure I'm safe here. Sorry, whenever I hear, like, footsteps and stuff, I have to stop and make sure I'm not going to get attacked. This is one of the problems being at such a low level starting off, is that everything will attack you, and everything is going to kill you. So you gotta be really careful. This is one of those balancing things I was talking about, is that there really is not much of a difficulty curve here. You just get thrown into a world with a bunch of monsters that want to kill you. And you gotta take your pick on what to attack. So anyway, silk yarn. This is something you can craft using a spinning wheel, and this is what I want to collect cobwebs for, because using silk yarn, I can make myself some armor, which I want to make as soon as possible. It's not going to happen in this video, but, well, just as a precaution, it'd be nice to have. Alright, so we have some chickens here. Now, because they have green, these guys will not aggro to me immediately. They won't aggro until I attack them. At least they shouldn't. Nope, they just stare at me. So that's good. They won't attack me right away. Now, because their name was in orange, it means they will be a challenge to take down, but should I take one of them down, I'll actually get more experience from them than I would from, like, a blue name. So, that's just a quick overview on how that stuff works. Right now, what I should be doing is looking for a town. So, as you can see, we have several different icons on the map here. We have this, which is a dungeon, I believe. I haven't checked them out yet, so I wouldn't know for sure. But we have a town over here to the northeast, so let's start heading that direction. Gotta pass through this forest here. Well, that's not good. Oh, there's a chicken. That's actually a blue name chicken. Now, okay, so it's 2 chickens in a group. Great. Now, you want to be careful, especially at level 1 when you're fighting enemies in a group, because most of them will still be able to kill you. That's just a rock. Okay, I was just looking for anything else. Alright, we got a heart flower here. By the way, I'm pressing E to pick stuff up, so people who are new to the game and don't know all the key combinations, that's how you figure it out. So, let's see. I'm hoping to find, like, a nice orange enemy that's in, by itself to attack here. So, I guess since I'm out in the open, I might as well demonstrate this wand here. So, you got 2 attacks depending on what weapon type you're using. Starting off, I have this, which is a little cyclone thing here, Fire Swirl. It can do pretty okay damage, but it kind of stays fixed to a position, so it's not really good if the enemy moves around a lot. And then you have this here, the Fire Vortex, which is a lot bigger, does a lot more damage, and has a chance to stun enemies. Of course, as you see, it has a lot of build-up time, so if you're getting rushed and you don't have someone to take damage for you as a mage, it's not that great. So, that said, I'm going to switch to my inventory, and let's take a look at what I start with. So I start with 2 kinds of gold bracelets here. For some reason, I start with 2 of them. Actually, I wonder if I can... Yes, I can, alright. So I have dual-equipped gold bracelets. Alright, the reason this is good is because when you wield a gold bracelet, this allows you to use a different kind of style of the mage. More specifically, it allows me to become a battle mage, which... at this level, I'm going to have to stick with, and I'll show off his moves here when I get into an actual battle. Now, you do have another wooden wand here. There's a wood staff and a wood wand. I don't exactly know how the wood wand works exactly, but I'm sure it's just a different fighting style. Mostly, all these things are going to act the same. Now, as you can see, we do have a slot here, and as you may have seen down here, we have a pet slot. This is part of the pet interface, which I won't be able to show until I get to the town, so... let's go ahead and try to get to that town as soon as possible. Oop, what's this here? Alright, we got some Ginseng. Ginseng? Okay, it's a friendly elf. Named Dark. What do you have to say, Dark? He has a house. Good for him. Alright, but let's attack this Ginseng and show off the battle system a little bit here. So as you can see, being a mage, I can basically fire lightning from my fingertips. Well, that's not true. It's actually fire. Let me actually show that off real quickly by clicking not C, sorry. Hold on. Pressing escape, you can see what your menus are. So if I press X, you can see you have 2 specializations. You have fire mage and you have water mage. There might be more of these over time, and as you level up, you'll get skill points to assign and stuff like that. Overall, though, well, I'm not going to be able to show a whole lot of this off. All I can really show off is Fire Mage, Water Mage, and basically your special attack is listed there below it. So, in this form, I have the Fire Spark, which is, with this particular weapon type I have a chance of making my next special attack a free instant cast. With the Water Mage, my attack speed is increased, and these specials change depending on what weapon type you're using. If you're still using the wand, then I think with Water Mage you're actually going to end up with a healing spell, which could be nice, but, well, I don't have the time for it. So what is that up there? That is a bush. What can I get from a bush? Well, let's find out. Alright, I get some logs and a plant fiber. Alright. Oh, look, it's a sheep. You know, I think a sheep's going to be safe enough to practice on. So let's back away a bit and use that stunning move. There we go. Now I can wail on it a little bit, run away a little. Why does this look so adorable? I'm sorry, this just looks so adorable. Alright, and finish it off. There you go. 2 experience because it had orange nameplate. Now, if I got close enough to that elf, I'm pretty sure he would have joined in on the fight with me, so that'd be nice, but let's just hurry on to the town. I don't have a lot of time for this video. Let's just try to finish it off as quickly as possible here by getting to the town so I can show off how everything is in the first town. This is kind of an introduction to how to play the game. I'm not going to be able to go over everything, but at the very least, you should at least get an idea of how it works. Now, you know, I've never noticed this before, but I think my maximum HP went up I've honestly never noticed that. I guess your stats go up as you fight, which is kind of weird. Huh. I don't know. There's still a lot to this game I don't really understand. But I could have sworn my maximum HP just went up, and I could have sworn it... I don't know. I've never noticed that before. If it really did go up, that'd be awesome. I'm sorry, I've lost my train of thought right now. Let's just hurry and get to the town, shall we? If I can, I'll try to find another enemy or two to fight on the way. Oh, here's something nice to find. This is a campsite. You definitely want to make note of these, because these are basically free inns. What? Oh, shite! Gotta run away, run away. Oh, shite. Run away, run away. Oh, I gotta run away. Drink a potion, drink a potion. Run until they can no longer attack you. Ugh. Why have you not lost interest yet? Leave me alone. Those two are still following me. What the beans? Supposed to de-aggro by now. I might actually have to fight them. Oh, no, they turned back. Whew. Yeah, so that's why it can be really bad at level 1. You'll just stumble across a group of aggro monsters, and you'll just get destroyed. Seriously, what assholes? I guess not all adventurers are friendly. Well, in any case, they chased me close enough to the town that I can show some stuff off. But, yeah, so if you find a non-guarded campsite like that, it's really nice, because it's basically a free inn. Now, most of the time you can't use the inn because it has to be nighttime. As you can see in the upper left there, it's like 11 o'clock in-game. But you can use a campsite at any time of day. It will restore all your HP and everything. So that's really nice to have. So we're passing through a wheat field here. I can examine the fence. This is another thing. You can pretty much examine most anything in this game, but it's really kind of pointless. So let's just... Oh, sunflowers. How pretty. Anyway, let's head down the path here into Irok City. I don't know how to pronounce that. Well, this is apparently the pet district of the city. And eventually, when I get far enough into town, it should start showing me some icons on the map as to where all the shops are. Or maybe it won't. Well, like I said, you can examine most anything here, but I'm pretty sure most of it doesn't do anything. But there's lots of people in town you can talk to, and sometimes they will tell you interesting things. Mostly stuff pertaining to the crafting system. Well, this guy won't, but if you do... Okay, well, there you go, the identifier. That's another guy in this town I'll talk about here soon, but give it a sec here. I don't know. In any case, you can talk to people if you want. They'll often give you nice advice. One of the best pieces of advice they can... What were you three doing just now? You know what? I don't want to know. Let's just keep going into the heart of town. Alright, so... I think either by exploring or by just talking to the people in town, you can find out about the shops in town. Or I think you just need to zoom in your map and it'll show you the icons. I think you just need to zoom in. So, if I leave now, I have a much larger map, which probably shouldn't happen, but in any case, I can at least see these icons. So, this is the crafting area. As you can see, we've got a spinning wheel here, we have a loom here, and we can use these to craft stuff. So, let me go ahead and show off how to use the spinning wheel. Just press R, and this requires a loom, but if I go to the silk yarn, I have 2 cobwebs, and I can craft them into silk yarn. Alright. So now if I can get 18 more silk yarn, I can make myself some armor on the loom right over there. Now, there's other buildings around here, such as the blacksmith and the weapons store and all sorts of other things. Pretty much what you would expect. At the blacksmith, you can... Actually, I don't think you can buy armor there, but you can use his tools to actually craft yourself some more armor. This is the identifier. As that guy said, if you bring leftovers or some other unidentified stuff here... Oh, sorry. Had to burp there. But he can pretty much evaluate whatever you have and pretty much appraise it, see what it is, give you something for it, I guess. Now, this is the potion shop. Though I think it's actually a magic shop. I could be wrong. I go in here, I talk to this guy, and he has stuff to sell me over here. Now, I'll go ahead and get a glass flask or two, which... Oh, I have no money, so I can't do that. Well, I'll just show off stuff then. You know, I don't understand these hang gliders and boats. I assume they let you fly and float. It's kind of weird. I haven't had a chance to try those out yet, but I'm sure they're quite fun. In any case, let's see what I can sell here. Most of this is crafting stuff. Can't really show it off. Okay, well I guess there's not a lot I can show off here. Let's go ahead and sell some of this cotton, though, and these mushrooms. We'll hold on to the heart flowers. Get rid of the ginseng, and we'll get rid of these plant fibers for now as well. So now I have 12 copper. So let's get a glass flask. I get that by right-clicking. You start with an iron lamp, which is good. I think it gives you light in certain areas, but the better the lamp, the better the light. I could buy some more stuff here if I really wanted to. Note the power level, because that's pretty much what level you have to be in order to equip it. I'm pretty sure of that. So this, you need to be a warrior in level 10 to equip, to even use the item you crafted. I think you could still learn the formula and craft the item, you just wouldn't be able to use it. Now, pet food, carrots. Now, these can be used for... Well, I'm actually not sure what the carrot is used for, but the way pet food works is you put it in your pet slot here. And if you approach a pet that actually likes the food, you can befriend them. And I'll try to do that in this video if I can find like some cotton candy or something else that I can use to befriend a pet. You know, actually, let's go ahead and get one carrot. Should be here in the pet items. Yes, it is. And let's see if we can't find like a rabbit or something. So for now, let me go and see if I can't find the weapons shop, which is over here. Now, there is an inn in town, but as I said, you can only use it after like 6 o'clock in-game. Did I say that? Well, you can't use it until after 6 o'clock in-game. It's pretty much like a automatic skip-the-night thing. So let's see what this guy has. Not a whole lot. He has a bunch of, like, weapons and stuff. He has a wooden boomerang. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh well, nothing I'm really too concerned about. Let's head outside. Let's see anything else worth looking at here. I think there was a clothing store over here I've never actually checked out, so let's give that a shot. Let's see. Should be right here. Now, is that clothing? Yeah, that looks like clothing. So this is the armor store. Do you sell anything special here? He sells all sorts of gloves and stuff. Huh. Well, as I said, nothing terribly useful here, so... Let's go back out into the field so I can, like, find maybe something that'll eat this carrot, maybe. Normally they'll come to you if you have something they'll eat. I was kind of hoping to find some cotton candy, but, well, I guess I don't have any of that. So, let's see. This is the... It doesn't really matter where you go to find animals. They could be in town, they can be in the wild. I don't think it matters terribly. That's a cat. That's a sheep. If I had cotton candy, I could recruit a sheep. But sadly, I do not. So, the way you equip an item is you go into your inventory, and you put it in your pet slot. As you can see here, I'm holding out in front of me. And if an animal that likes it comes towards you and starts to eat it, then, well, there you go. You have an animal that will be your pet. The cat does not like it, though, so we gotta find a rabbit. Pretty sure a rabbit is the only creature that will actually like this carrot, and I have not actually seen a... Hold on a sec here. I have not actually seen a rabbit in-game yet, so I honestly don't know if I'll find one anytime soon. Seriously, what's with all the crickets and everything? What's with all the crickets? Those are turtle. Oh, those are lemon beetles. Yeah, stay away from lemon beetles. They are nasty. Anything with a shell is just downright nasty. They will kill you. Oh shit, they're coming closer. Well, I don't think I'm gonna find a rabbit anytime soon, so I might as well de-equip the carrot. But yeah, all you have to do really is just equip it in your pet slot. For some reason, he's still holding his hands out in front of him. Let's fix that. Oh, look, another campsite. Hopefully it's not guarded. Get some more cotton. But yeah, if I were to find a rabbit, I just hold it out in front of me, and my recommendation is that you do... What is that? Oh, that's a water reed, which is clipping into the ground. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Anyway, so you hold out it in front of the pet, and it will befriend you, and you'll basically have an ally. Which I really do recommend you get when you are this low level starting off. You really do want to have an ally to help tank the damage, especially if you're a mage like I am. So, here we have a deserted campsite. If we lay down, we can sleep. Oh, shite. Are those guys off to kill me? I don't think so. They're heading up the mountain. Why are they doing that? Well, in any case, if you needed to sleep, then you could sleep on there and it'll recover your HP. I think before I close out the video, I'm gonna just do one last battle. Let's see if I can find something I can easily take down. What's that over there? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a peacock. Well, that's a neutral enemy. We don't need to worry about that. Now, I'm pretty sure you can only befriend things that are naturally neutral. So, like a peacock or any of the pets you'll see in a town. Those guys will be your best friends. Let's actually see if the peacock would like a carrot. No, he does not want a carrot. Well, that's a shame. That's bark beetle. Gotta stay away from that guy. Oh! I've just found one of these things. I'm surprised I haven't seen one yet. Alright, well let's take away this carrot and start attacking this Gangsing. Alright, so let's talk about this thing here. This is a recovery point. Should you die, you will appear at the second closest recovery point to where you died. The reason you appear at the second closest is so that you don't get spawn camped. I guess that's something that came up in testing, so I can understand their worry for that. So, these are spike creatures. Don't want to approach them. They may have blue names, but they attack in a group of 4. So I want to stay away from them. Unfortunately, I might end up aggroing them. Bunnies! Yes! Okay, great. Stay away from those guys. Let's find a bunny here. And equip the carrot. Approach slowly. Oh. Oh, shite. Oh, shite! Oh, crap. Some of them are actually attacking me. That is not good. I guess I was teasing them with food, and now they're really angry. Well, one of them is now my ally, as you can see by his blue... Okay, see? The guy with the blue name tag there. He will now actually be my friend. So... he is now fighting his own kind. I gotta run away. Let's actually circle around my friendly bunny here, so that he can get a chance to attack them, like this. Oh crap, they actually killed my bunny. Well, that's fine. He will actually come back after a while, but, you know, the point is, once you get an ally to help tank the damage, it's a lot easier. In any case... see? He came back. And look at that, we got 2 experience out of it. Actually, a lot of experience. Well, there you go. That's how you befriend pets. That's how helpful they can be in battle, especially when you're a mage. Unfortunately, I've taken a good deal of HP, so let's see if I can't find that campsite. Ah, there it is. Well, there you go. So now I got a pet. He's gonna help me level up a lot faster now. Those spike creatures are a little close for comfort, but hopefully they won't come over here and cause trouble. No, it looks like they're gonna give me a good burden of room. Alright then. So there you go. That's how pets work. That's how this game works. I had a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a series of this, though, because, to be fair, this is a pretty large game, it's gonna be kind of boring to watch me play as alone, so I might get a friend or two together to do a series with this if you guys want to see a series of this game. But don't expect me to actually know what I'm doing, because what you've basically seen is a basic intro to the game. So anything else from this point onwards would be mostly blind, would be mostly new stuff. Long story short, you gotta be ready for what will be probably a goof-off series, which honestly wouldn't be that bad for me to play, but it's all up to you guys. If you want to see a goof-off series like this, then leave me a comment and let me know. So, that said, this is Solman signing off. Have a good day.